To be recognized anywhere you go. You gotta have your certificate to show. Education, education, this is the foundation.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. This morning we're chatting about ALTA's free reading, writing and spelling classes for adults. This morning, let me welcome Tutor Ruel Aberdeen and student at ALTA, Michael Williams. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
How are we doing this morning?
Good.
Doing well.
All right. Ruel, let me start with you and tell us about the mission at ALTA.
Right, so ALTA is a non-profit organization. The mission is to bring change to society by improving literacy. So of course, as the name suggests, it would have started off geared towards adults, but now we have reached a point where we could even, we even have a system put in place to help with reading for people 9 and above, and above. You know, so that is the point where we have reached in terms of that. We have 3 forms of learning. We have the in-person learning, the ALTA community. We have the virtual, the ALTA virtual, which is via Zoom. Both of those are 16 plus.
Okay.
Right? But the 9, where 9 plus has availability is with the ALTA online, which is a form of, is like a learning platform. And you go on, you could learn at your own pace. So whatever time of the day you go on, you start your next lesson, you know. So you don't need a tutor for the ALTA online. You know, so those are the 3 platforms, the 3 means of learning we have.
Yeah. Ruel, why did you decide to become a tutor at ALTA?
Well, I heard about it a while ago from, I'm involved in like camps and this kind of thing. One of the people I work with in camp had mentioned, but at the time my time wasn't as available. But recently, in one of my camps, I met a youngster who was having challenges. And my mom was a teacher. She used to teach. So initially the plan was, a roping mom, and she would help him. But she didn't have the time, you know. And so I had to say, okay, I had to learn, I had to try and use whatever I would have seen her do, along with what I remember from school. And I started with that, and it was working for a bit. But after a while, I said, I need some actual training, so I'm not just winging it, you know. So I said, all right, now my time was more flexible. It is more flexible now. So I said, all right, now come, get the training, could be part of the association.
All right. Michael, let me jump across to you and find out, why did you decide to sign up and register with ALTA?
The reason why I decided to sign up and join with ALTA is because I did essay, right? And while I was doing essay, that ALTA has helped me a lot. And it is a good program. It is a good program to help youths out there who cannot read, write, or spell.
How long have you been a part of the program?
For 2 years.
And you've been enjoying the process for 2 years?
Yes.
And you plan to continue?
Sure.
Nice. So I understand that we're now registering people for the next wave. How often do we have classes that start or take in new students?
Well, we do have a registration period coming up now, which is the 3rd of September. But during the course of the year, we do still take in additional people, right? So people could still come in and register, but of course we encourage people to come from the start. You know, so September 3rd, we have 10
Is that the
locations.
deadline for registration, or is that the beginning of registration?
That is the day for registration.
So it's 1 day of registration?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? That's the day for registration for this upcoming semester, because the first semester would be around from September to December. September to
So it runs almost the
December.
same time as the school calendar?
More or less, right? So September 3rd, the different NALUS locations, so Arima, Cuba, Chaguanas, Point Fortin, Port of Spain, Tunapuna, Sangre Grande, San Fernando, Separia, and Diego Martin. The libraries at those locations, you can go in, ask about ALTA registration, and they'll lead you to where you can go and get registered there.
All right, and this is absolutely free.
Yes.
So to register is free, to partake in the class is free.
It's free, but there's a workbook that we work with. Each semester, the workbook, you get a new workbook. It's $20 for the workbook.
Okay.
Right? So as with most learning opportunities, you'll get the tuition free, and then you still have to pay for the books.
I mean, but $20 for a book is, I feel like, a pretty good investment that you can make in yourself. Of course, you invest in your time and $20. I feel like you could make that investment work somehow or the other, because it will pay off in the long run. Michael, how has that $20 investment been paying off for you?
Oh, well, it's simple. It's not like expensive.
Yeah.
You know.
And you find it's worth it?
Yeah, it's worth you know.
Have you seen any major changes in your life since you joined ALTA?
A lot.
Like what?
A lot of changes. I have grown to read more, spell more, you know, speak more. You know, it helps with my English, you know, with my language, you know, how you speak to someone, you know, how you approach someone, you know, and it teaches you as well, you know, how to manners.
Okay.
Manners.
Completely understood. So, Ruel, tell me, if people are interested in becoming tutors with ALTA, because it's free, I imagine it's a voluntary program.
Yes.
So tell me, how can people who are interested in becoming tutors, how can they sign up?
Well, there is the website, right? You look up ALTA online, and you'll see the website pop up. You can go online, you can register there. You can call, right? The number now, we have a number for the students to get information. That is 708-1990, right? But on the website, all the information is available in terms of, okay, if you are interested as a tutor, what will be required, right? Because there is a commitment expected. When I wanted to volunteer as a tutor, I had to recognize, okay, I had to at least have a year put aside where I could come and teach for ALTA. So you don't just come and get training and then go away.
Yeah. But in terms of the time commitment, though, for both the students and the teachers, how often, for students, let's start with students, how often do we have classes? Is it once a week, twice a week?
Twice a week for 2 hours per class.
Okay.
Right? So for teachers, of course, there's preparation involved. So it's more than just the classes. But those are the time commitments for the class itself.
And the teachers would teach one class, let me say, so they teach only 2 classes per week, so they have that and they're going for the semester, and that's it per teacher? Or is it that you teach multiple classes as a teacher?
No. We usually work in pairs, so you might have 2 teachers working with a class, but the classes we don't have like 22 people in our class. We have like small classes, 8 people in our class. So usually you work with that group, you know, so you have your 2 classes, and then you prepare for next week.
And so far, since you've been a tutor, what are some of the things that you've been able to see in your teaching that you can say, all right, yeah, this working or it's not working, or the challenges that you might face to say, well, we need to do better at something?
Well, all transparency, I am fresh,
right?
So I recently joined the team, but what I saw, I could talk about what I saw in training. Right? In training, what I recognize is the structure that is involved with the training. I admire that a lot because it's made in such a way that, okay, if somebody, for whatever reason, has to leave south and come to, had to live in the north, they could find an ALTA in north, and it would be as if they never left. It's the same kind of training.
Okay.
You know, so we are training in such a way that we understand this is how we go about teaching this. So of course there will always be an element of variety because different personalities will come with different teachers. But we taught to teach the same, you know, with a structured manner. So that if a student leaves one place and comes to another place, they don't have to start over. They have a level of continuity.
And that's absolutely fantastic, because I think it's important to be able to have that level of continuity across the board, which means that everybody who attends these classes at ALTA gets a similar training to be able to move on to whatever the next step may be.
True.
Mikhail, what's the next step for you?
Well, actually, that is helping me as well. So as I get or I go to other interviews, and as I get, things to read, I will be able to read it, so I will not have no problem with spelling, with pronunciation, and etc.
Fantastic. So, Ruel, before you leave, just remind folks, if you can, why they should sign up for ALTA, be it as a tutor. I mean, I know we're focusing more on the student registration, which is on the 3rd of September, and you can just head on down to any of the nearest library and ask them, how can I be a part of the ALTA, how can I sign up for ALTA, and they will walk you through the process, right?
Yes.
But tell folks who may still have questions or doubts why they should sign up for ALTA.
Well, as a tutor, I could tell you just the training itself is a rewarding experience. You meet other people who are also passionate about addressing the literacy challenge that the country might be facing. I was somewhat unaware of the situation the country was in. But as I get older and I meet people who have this challenge, I'm glad that we have something already seeking to address it. So if you have the time, feel free, register as a tutor, and just see you can take it up. All you need is a humble mindset and a willingness to come and serve, and it will benefit you. Those who considering being a student, ALTA has a team that is not coming to judge. They are coming to give you the tools you need. We recognize you are adults. We recognize you're not children, right? For those who are adults. And we come to you with that in mind. So we just coming to give you the tools that would allow you to develop yourself in this art and the skill of reading, right? So we invite you, come and be part of ALTA.
Thank you so much, Ruel, for that. I saw, Michaela, so you're shaking your head when you say certain things there. Anything you want to add before we go?
Well, he say a few of my words, right? I have to say that ALTA is not only helping me, but it has changed my whole lifestyle. And I will say to youths out there, don't doubt yourself. You have a mind of your own. Go for your dream. You can do it. Believe in yourself. And have that trust in the Most High God.
Amen to that. Michael Williams, student at ALTA, and Ruel Aberdeen, a tutor at ALTA, just giving us some information about ALTA's free reading and writing spelling classes for adults. Registration is happening on the 3rd of September, and you want to be a part of it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and all the best going forward.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break and come back with more in our morning show. Stay tuned.
To be recognized anywhere you go, you gotta have your certificate to show. Education.